In a land of golden savannas and whispering grasslands, where the sun kissed the earth with a warm embrace, lived a magnificent lion named Leo. He was the undisputed king, his mane a fiery crown, and his roar a sound that commanded respect from every creature in the wild. But beneath his fearsome exterior, Leo was lonely. His days were spent in solitude, his nights in silent contemplation, for the burden of his kingship was a heavy one. One sweltering afternoon, as the heat shimmered above the plains, Leo was on the prowl. He was not hunting, but rather seeking a cool, shady spot to rest. His keen eyes scanned the horizon, and that's when he saw her. A little goat, with a coat as white as fresh milk and eyes as gentle as a summer breeze, was nibbling on a patch of clover. She was far from her herd, lost in her own little world of delicious leaves. Leo's predatory instincts flared for a moment, but then something held him back. There was an innocence about the goat, a complete lack of fear that intrigued him. Instead of pouncing, he approached her slowly, his massive paws making no sound on the dry earth. The goat, whose name was Luna, looked up from her meal and saw the great beast. She did not flee. Instead, she tilted her head and offered a soft, questioning, "Meh?" Leo was taken aback. No creature had ever greeted him with such calm. He lowered his head, his deep voice a rumble in his chest. "Why do you not run?" he asked, his golden eyes fixed on her. "Why should I?" Luna replied, her voice a small, clear bell. "You are just like me, a creature of this land. Are you not?" Leo had never considered himself just like anyone. He was a king, a predator, a symbol of power. Yet, looking at this small, brave goat, he felt a strange connection. He told her of his loneliness, of the weight of his crown, of the isolation that came with his power. Luna listened patiently, nibbling on her clover as he spoke. When he was finished, she looked at him with those gentle eyes and said, "A crown may be heavy, but it is also a reminder of your strength. And loneliness can be a friend, for it gives you time to listen to your own heart." From that day forward, a most unusual friendship blossomed. Leo the lion and Luna the goat would meet every afternoon by a great acacia tree. He would tell her stories of the wild, of the chase, and of the sun-drenched plains. She, in turn, would share the simple joys of her life, the taste of a juicy clover, the warmth of the sun on her back, the comfort of her herd. Other animals watched them in disbelief. A lion and a goat? It was unheard of. But their friendship was a testament to the idea that true connection goes beyond species, beyond instinct, beyond the roles we are expected to play. Luna taught Leo the beauty of simplicity and the strength in gentleness. Leo taught Luna the courage to be herself, even when she was different. One day, a great storm swept across the savannah. The winds howled, the rain fell in sheets, and a flash flood tore through the land. Luna's herd was scattered, and she found herself stranded on a small, muddy island. The water was rising, and fear began to claw at her heart. Just as she thought all was lost, she heard a familiar roar. Leo, his magnificent mane plastered to his face by the rain, stood on the bank, his eyes wide with concern. He was not a creature of water, but he did not hesitate. He plunged into the churning currents, his powerful strokes cutting through the muddy water. He reached Luna, nudged her onto his back, and swam against the raging torrent to safety. Once on dry land, shivering and exhausted, Luna looked at her friend. "You saved me," she whispered. Leo shook his head, water dripping from his mane. "You are my friend," he said simply, "and a king protects his own." Moral of the story. The story of the lion and the goat teaches us that true friendship looks beyond our differences. We often judge others based on their appearance, background, or social status, but the deepest connections are found when we look past these things and see the character of a person. The lion and the goat despite being natural enemies, found a bond based on mutual respect and understanding. Their story also shows that courage comes in many forms. The lion's courage was in his physical strength and bravery, but the goat's courage was in her gentle spirit and her willingness to trust someone who seemed so different from her.